Mr. Neuman, would you stand with your lawyers, please, Mr. Rubin and Mr. Peters? Mr. Neuman, just earlier this afternoon, a jury returned a verdict as to count 1, guilty beyond a reasonable doubt but mentally ill, which was the murder count. As to count 2, they also found you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt as to possession of a firearm and commission of a crime. Obviously, I have had the opportunity to sit through many trials throughout my career, and this appeared, at least based upon all the facts and evidence, and I'm not commenting upon that per se, but for lack of a better term, a planned execution of this individual. And at least I could not hear of any justification on what this gentleman, Mr. Snyderman, may have done to provoke this type of result. And I fully understand you have indicated today you were sorry for the tragedy, but at least based upon the finding of the jury and everything I've heard, this situation was brought about by your hands. And as a result of you killing this gentleman, Mr. Snyderman, you are here in my courtroom, and I have a legal responsibility to impose a sentence. And also, I guess even during the course of the testimony, I think I heard testimony that you may have even attended the funeral of this gentleman who you earlier shot and killed. And I fully understand you have apologized for the tragedy here in my court today, and I fully understand those words have been uttered and they have been listened to, and the family members of Mr. Snyderman will make a decision on whether or not they will accept or reject those words that you have uttered here today on March the 15th, approximately 15 months after you took the life of Mr. Snyderman. As to count 1, the state of Georgia has provided you and your lawyers with notice that they had planned and they have requested to you be sentenced with life without parole under Official Code of Georgia 1656 subsection D as in Delta. As a result of the finding of the jury and based upon all the facts and circumstances I've heard today, I'm going to sentence you to prison to life without parole. As to count 2, I'm going to sentence you to 5 years in prison to run consecutive to count 1, which is life without parole. As I said earlier, you have a right to appeal this decision. You must file a notice of intent within 30 days from today's date, and you also have a right to file your request on habeas corpus at the appropriate time. For the purpose of the filing the notice of intent, I will ask Mr. Peters and Mr. Rubin to serve at least as counsel for that, and they may also continue on the appeal. But at least the notice of intent to appeal will be filed by them. At this point in time, I'm going to direct Deputy Moore and his assistants to take you into custody. At this point in time, you may take him into custody. And I will sign the sentence. Everyone else, with the exception of lawyers, remain seated.